So here's how you can track your interventions in Illuminate. Click Students, and then you should have the option for Intervention Tracking. You can see that I've already added students to an intervention program on this screen. The way that I added these students was by clicking Add Students. From this screen, I can choose those students that I need, and then click Select Students, and then I can choose their intervention program. Likely, you'll just choose either Supplemental Language Arts or Supplemental Math. I can add additional student programs if you don't see something that fits what you need here. Just email me that information. I'm going to choose Supplemental Language Arts. Choose a date range that these interventions will take place, and click Add Students to Program. It brought me to the List Student screen. Just so you know, from this screen I can do a few things. If I made a mistake, I can remove students, or I can exit those students from this intervention program if they've received the help that they need. If I click Overview, the Overview screen will show me those students that are in the different interventions. You see I have Supplemental Language Arts, Supplemental Math for this student, these two students Supplemental Math, and these two students Supplemental Language Arts. I can either add an intervention log simply by clicking on the speech bubble next to one student's name. From this screen I can record the start and end time, whether they received intervention or did not, and then add any comments here, and then simply click the Add button. Let me go back to Overview. Or all of those students will be grouped together under the intervention program choices at the top. So if I wanted just to record intervention times for my Supplemental Language Arts kids, I could click the button next to them, and then I have the option to enter that information here. Click back on Overview. You'll see that there are a couple of reports listed at the bottom here that will allow me to quickly print those interventions that I've had with those students. So again, really the only three buttons that you need to be familiar with are Add Students, to add students to interventions, List Students, to either remove students that you may have accidentally added to an intervention program, or to remove them from a program once they've completed what they needed to, and then Overview, where you'll quickly log those intervention times for your students. If you have any other questions, of course, feel free to email me.